everybody. Today we're going to talk about organization and how we can possibly organize all of our wonderful artwork. Remember this piece? I made this when I was in kindergarten. And then of course there was this one I made in second grade. And this one I put together in third grade. That took a long time. And then I have some bigger pieces. This one I did in fourth grade. Oh, and don't forget these mandalas we did in fifth grade and sixth grade. We made these thumbprints. And it just goes on. And sometimes they're big and sometimes they're small. And where do we put them? And we don't want to fold them and we don't want to crumple them and we don't want the dog to eat them. And so where do we put these? Let's take a look at some organization. Often we bring our artwork home and Mom puts it on the refrigerator so everybody can see it every time we get something. And then we get another one. We're such good artists because we got another one. Oh, and another one. Here's another. And another. Oh, awesome, and another. And again another. But now we have a hard time even getting into the refrigerator because they have so much artwork. What can we do to organize this so that it stays in one place and it doesn't get all messed up? Quite often, artists will organize their artwork into what's called a portfolio. A portfolio is a large envelope that will hold your artwork nice and flat. It's got lots of space in it so that everything stays flat and neat and you can keep your work without anything happening to it. And then when you're ready to display it, you take the piece out or you could trade it with other pieces and keep them nice and flat. But let's face it, this portfolio is a little bit bigger than what we need and it's super expensive. I'll bet there's something else we can create by ourselves on this rainy day. Here are a couple of homemade portfolios that I use. These are made out of poster board and they're big envelopes to keep things in. You can see this one I put our work in it so that I can bring it home to mat it or frame it for our art show. And that keeps it nice and flat so nothing will happen to it on the way. For this, you're going to need a piece of poster board. Any color will do. Any color of poster board you have around the house. Sometimes the poster board has a slick side and a paper side. Let's put the paper side on the outside. And I'm going to take this piece of poster board and I'm going to fold it in half. Line up the corners. Hold it down nice and tight and fold it on either side. For this next step, you're going to need a stapler. So for my young students, you're going to probably want your parents to help you with this. But you're going to staple all the way up the short sides of your portfolio. This will keep anything from falling out the sides and make a nice envelope. All the way up the other side. It is not easy to staple through 2 layers of poster board. So if you need some help with this step, be sure to ask. There we go. So now it's attached up both sides. And for the next step, this is where your creativity comes in. We can write our name. So you're going to write lightly and put your name on it. When you get it just like you want, you can turn those letters into bubble letters. You can be creative. Maybe some of my second graders can practice their cursive writing. I like to outline my letters with a black Sharpie so they really stand out against that white background. But it depends on what color your poster board is. And then when I get finished, I'm going to erase my light pencil lines so that they don't show anymore. There we go. So I'm going to erase my pencil lines. Now remember, if you've used a Crayola marker, it will need some time to dry before you erase the lines. With Sharpie markers, we can erase right away and get rid of all those pencil lines. So be patient if you use the Crayola markers. Now I'm ready to decorate. So you can add patterns to your letters. You can fill some in solid. You can decorate all around the edges. I want to see what you come up with to decorate your portfolio. So whenever you need a brain break, take 15 or 20 minutes and color a little bit more on your portfolio. And you can really jazz up some of those letters or the background around your name. And then when you get finished with your artwork, you'll have a nice, safe, flat place to store everything. Can't wait to see what you come up with. Bye-bye.